Today we will be discussing about how to avoid errors while writing and speaking. This video is being done basically for those people or those students or those graduates who are finding it difficult to communicate in English as well as write in English. So this uh, tips or points should really help them to overcome the problems of writing and speaking. Here in software, basically everybody should understand this soft skills and development are impressive personality, competence in speaking, and the ability to write flawless English are essential requirements in today's competitive employment world as well as in the uh, job markets and in the working environments. And able to write very good without any mistakes and all very important. So there is an array of synonyms and words in English language which is confusing for a writer and a speaker. Now we will be discussing about some important points or tips how you can avoid the errors while writing and speaking. One, perplexing proposition. So now if you see in today's common English literature, writing and speaking, the proposition plays a very important role in your writing as well as speaking and while making meaningful sentences. So it should be in such a way that the writer or the speaker should have the entire idea of what is going to see, write or speak, and the proposition should be in the right places, used in the right places. Proper nouns. See, now normally the English language is very important for both speaking and writing because the vocabularies how it is used, the pronouns where it is used has to be correct in the speech. A good speaker and writer has to use correct pronouns in a speech, presentation and writing. So it is very important for them to have a very good writing and using of pronouns rightly in the right place in the right time. Valid verbs. If you see in the English language, both written and spoken, verbs play a very important role in the speech or writing. The verbs used in speech or writing have to agree with their subject and be in the correct tense form to make positive impact. So it is to be understood that the way how you place the words in the speech, it should have a meaning and it should be understood. That's a very important aspect of verbs. So it's keep in mind it should be in the right place and it should be have a right tense form and it should be easily understood by the reader or writer or who's listening. Articles. Now, in today's communication world, both written and spoken, like communication, articles play a very important role. Now, to be or not to be, the presence or absence of an article, such as a or the, often make the sentence sound sound awkward. It is grammatically incorrect also. So, if you are not using your articles in the right form, the words or sentences you speak may not be grammatically correct, or what you write may not be grammatically correct also, and it may not be understood by the reader. So, it is very important to use the articles in a correct form, correct place, and the correct meaning should be there when using articles. The power of punctuation. See, actually, in the English language, both written and communicating, the punctuation mark should always be in the right places. Another possible pitfall is the punctuation mark. A wrong punctuation mark creates changes in the meaning of the sentence. So always see to it that you place the punctuation mark in the right places. So if you want, what you can do is, once you have written something, if the punctuation mark is there, you see, read over and over again, and see if you find it a very good meaning. If you're finding it difficult, you're not able to find, take the help of somebody else who's very good in the English language. Capital check. See, now basically this is applicable when you're writing in English. So when you're writing in English, always see to it that you use capital letters in the starting when you start writing and after a full stop. It is very, very good. But don't use capital letters in the middle. So when you're writing names, when you're writing places, all use capital letters. But never use capital letters in the middle. Only see to it that use capital letters wherein it is needed. So basically it comes across when you are using names, places, or all these type of things. That's where your capital letter comes into place, and after a full stop. Words that are singular couples. So normally in the English language, it is very important to see to it that you should write in such a way, because there are words which has different meanings, and some words which have different meanings, but the pronunciation, everything is the same, but the meaning is different. Sometimes there is a confusion as to whether a word should be written as one word or two words, and they are most commonly used words in common communication and writing. Some examples will be anybody, somebody, anything, something, everything, everywhere, somewhere. So these are some of the words which can be confusing to you while reading, writing, or speaking. Similar but not quite the same. See, now in the English language, there are certain words which seem similar and the meaning is different for each one of them. Sometimes two words are so close in meaning that they are interchangeably used. However, there are important differences between the two. Such sentences are seen in a very simple words of everyday use. See, now these things are very frequently used in the reading, writing, and speaking. So I'll try to just say some of the example. Adapt, ADEPT. So what is the meaning of adapt? To get used to. Then again something similar to that, adopt. To take somebody as one's own. Adjacent, that is quite near. Adjoining, attached. So these are some, but there are many more words that are there in the English language. Self check. So it is always very important for beginners to have self check of their communication or written. It is always a good idea to test oneself for errors and common mistakes. We can self check by writing what we have written and correcting the errors, as in correcting the error. So the best practice is read, write, rewrite until you find it correct. So if you do these type of practices, generally your written communication becomes good, your spoken will be good, and surely you will be able to get your job or get a promotion. So these have discussed basically for people who are finding it difficult to read, write, and speak. So if you feel this video useful, share it, write comments, subscribe, and press on the bell icon. Thank you.